Everybody, it's Spring Whipple here from Embrace Life Coaching and Fitness here in sunny Florida. Woo! It's actually, what is it here, 82 degrees. I thought they said it was going to be a whopping 70 as a high today, but it's 82 degrees. I was actually going to film this outside, but the wind was kind of breezy and you could hear the wind over what I was trying to say, so I decided just to do it right here and just be real with you. No fancy any equipment or anything like that, just being totally real with you here. But what I wanted to do was, sometimes I get asked about how to put into place a good evening routine. So today I'm going to share 4 tips. The thing to remember is that however your day is structured, that is going to influence your evening routine. So that might be confusing, but it is completely dictated by the quality of your daily structure. So you want to make sure that you organize and structure your day, so that at night you're not trying to get things all in, you're worrying instead of having your peace, because obviously if you're stressed out, you're not going to sleep well. Okay, so tip number 1 is to structure and organize your day. Got a cute little card here. Hopefully you can read that there. Yes, I hope you can. Okay, so you want to structure it with activities and intentions to enjoy the day with peace, love, and gratitude. Make sure that you plan your day the day before, or the week. If you're one of those people that plan on Sunday, your week, which is what I try to do. On Sunday, you want to plan it out and then just adjust the evening before if you need to, and then allow blocks of time for rest and re-energizing throughout the day. Ideally every 50 minutes or every to an hour, just take a break, a 10-minute break to just kind of stretch and breathe. You just want to not be working. So, close your eyes just for a few minutes. It's like eye stress. Close your eyes, just breathe, go for a walk to the water fountain, something like that. And it only takes just a couple minutes and you're going to re-energize yourself. Brendan Burchard has a release meditation where he closes his eyes, kind of bounces up and down for a few minutes, and then breathes in through his nose, and when he exhales, he just says release. Okay, so that's what you can do there with that. Tip number 1. And then tip number 2 is that I found the best way that works for me is using a method that I learned that is called the 3-2-1 method. Okay, very easy to remember. 3, 2, 1. 3 hours before you go to bed, 2 hours before you go to bed, 1 hour before you go to bed. Okay, and I'll explain what this is, just because otherwise you won't know. But so 3 hours before bed, just because we as humans, we love routines. You want to try to stick to the same bedtime each night, as close as you can as possible. So if you normally go to bed at 10 o'clock every night, try to stick to that. You try to go to bed 11 o'clock every night, try to stick to that. Obviously there's going to be some times that are going to come in where maybe you're traveling or you have relatives over, or something else happens where you're not going to your normal, maybe you're going on vacation, what have you. You just don't have that normal, hey, I'm going to be at bed at 10 o'clock kind of thing. Still know what time you're going to be going to bed. Okay, so that you can plan accordingly, the 3-2-1 method. All right. So 3 hours before bed, no more food. And the reason is because you want to be able to have your body digest the foods that you've taken in already up to that point. You don't want it still trying to work while you're trying to relax and all that. Okay. And then 2 hours before bed, no more work. So no emails, no signing letters if you're still signing letters, no more social media, no more DMs. And it's just because the lights in like the brain activity, and you do the scrolling, and while you're doing the scrolling, your brain's actually making decisions. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but they say when you're using social media, that scrolling, your brain is like decision, you know, do I like, do I share, do I comment, you know, do I click, you know, it's your brain working so hard to do that. And and every time you do that, especially if you're doing social media, you get those dopamine drips and your brain gets excited, and so you're going to have a hard time sleeping if, you know, you're in bed or whatever and you're still looking at your social media up until the point where you go to sleep. You're probably not going to sleep well, or have a hard time going to sleep. So if you have to, check your DMs maybe once 30 minutes before you go to bed, and obviously no news. Jeez, don't do any news before you go to bed. Okay, that's 2 hours before. And then 1 hour before bed, no screens at all, no TVs, Netflix is turned off. Do things like journaling, take a nice bath. Oh my goodness, you know, nice warm bath, and maybe have a nice communication, a nice conversation with your spouse or a loved one. Make a phone call, you know, and just 1 hour before, just decide, you know what, it's anything that's going on, you know, on the TV or what have you, it's now done. Okay, so that's that one. Getting your body and brain ready for bed and sleep. Okay. And then the next one is your room and your environment matter. So me personally, I like the room cool. My husband is like, oh my gosh, it's freezing in here. But I like it cool, and I do find that I sleep better when it's cool. Ideally 65 to 68 degrees. Let me put this up here. Your room and your environment matter. Okay, so yeah, 65 to 68 degrees. You can use blankets or a comforter, something like that, if it's a little bit chilly for you. I do know that even me, when I'm like going to sleep, I may, you know, not have the comforters on or whatever, and then as it gets a little bit, as my body slows down, you know, I might go ahead and just throw the comforter on, and good to go. Okay. But having it cool like that, it tells your body and your brain that it's a good time for it to sleep. So, and then you want to have your room as dark as possible. So if you can get those light blocking curtains, okay, get those. A tip that I heard was to use like electrical tape and just tear it off and, you know, put it over like the little red light for your smoke detector, or you know, if there's a TV in the room that has like the stupid little red light on it, you can put it over that so it's not bothering you. And some people still have the nightstand alarm clocks, so you want to put it over the, you know, the numbers too, so that that's not, you're not waking up to look at, say, oh, what time is it now, and having that red light in your face kind of thing. Okay. And then something that I also enjoy doing is diffusing like essential oils, and make sure that you're using make sure you're using the calming oils. So some of them will be blends, and they'll be titled like a calming blend or a sleep blend, something like that. Most of the time it'll include like lavender. Okay, you can do that. I actually will use lavender in my diffuser, and then I also put lavender on the soles of my feet as well, and on my wrists. And I'll also put like just a couple of drops on my pillowcase sometimes, just to help me sleep a little bit better too. And then just before bed, like maybe 10 minutes before bed, just do some nice stretches. You know, you can do like the runner stretches where you're doing like the standing quad stretches. You can sit on the floor and, you know, reach for your toes. You can just be standing with your feet maybe shoulder width apart and just let your body fall forward, you know, with your hands toward the floor. Relax and release your neck, those kind of things. And you know, or you can lay on your back and just have your spine just kind of collapse to the floor, and then just concentrate on your breathing. So as you're laying on the floor, just breathe in a normal rhythm, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just concentrate on your breathing, not anything else, and just do that just before bed. And then, you know, jump in the bed, get all in there. And the last thing here is to do gratitude or prayer. Okay, I also do gratitude in the morning when I first wake up, but this in the evening time, yeah, I'm in my bed, have the blankets on, and then I'll just think back to the beginning of the day, from the time that I first got up, and I will basically relive my day from moment to moment, and things that I want to, you know, be thankful for, which obviously in my head. If you're sharing a bed with somebody else, you don't want to say that out loud. That might not make them very happy. They won't be grateful for that. But, you know, just go through and acknowledge the good that's happened in your days. What did you do? What were the joyful and happy moments that you had? Did you help somebody? And then kind of difficult sometimes is the lessons that you've learned, being grateful for those. For instance, yesterday I got to spend the day with my niece and her kids. And so I was like, you know, when I was talking with her, I said, you know, a good thing that happened from this car accident is I'm here with you today, because if the car accident wouldn't have happened, I probably wouldn't be like on this rest order, if you will. I probably would have been working and not been able to be there with her and her kids. And so I'm like, I'm so grateful for the accident that happened, because I'm spending the day with you guys. And I haven't seen them in like 14 years. You know, my niece, I haven't seen her in 14 years. My great niece and my great nieces was the same time frame. And then my nephew was there, and I have never met him in person. So how can you not be grateful for that? Right? So thank you for that opportunity. Thank you for this and that. You know, and lessons are presented in 1,001 different ways. So the thing is to find, you know, the lesson in each of those lessons that are presented to you. Find the lesson that you can be grateful for, because it's allowing you to be a better person, a more humble person, a more inspiring person. You know, somebody, I don't know, that you could, you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. And then of course, you know, you just, before you're done, you know, just again, just say a big thank you for all, you know, for this beautiful life, you know, and just simply ask for, you know, a peaceful sleep. You know, thank you so much. You know, I thank you, and I hope that you provide me with a peaceful sleep tonight. And then you just go to sleep, knowing that at the end of the day, the day's done. You know, I mean, you've done all you can do, nothing more. So time to go to bed. That's how it is. But anyway, so that was today's episode here, the 4 tips of, you know, a better sleep. And I hope that you liked it. If you did, please, of course, you know, hit that subscribe button down there, and post your comments. In your comments, if you could post your questions there. Some of these questions are what inspire me more for episodes, and so I'm always looking for like how I can help anybody out there who's looking for help that I'm capable of. So please just post in the comments your questions, any feedback. You know, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm grateful for you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, guys. Bye.